Alright y'all, welcome back to Green Acres. And I wanted to do a video on chicken feed and how to get the most production of eggs out of your chickens and keep them very healthy at the same time with good options for them to eat. So, my chickens do free range. I let them out every morning. As you can see, they're out of the coop now, except for Scratchy, who's laying me an egg. Hers are always nice and pretty and taste really good. But chickens will free range if you let them, and they will eliminate snakes, spiders, roaches, a lot of pests and insects that you don't want on your property or in your house anyway. So that being said, let your chickens free range if you can. But even if you do, there's some other things you need to supplement and feed them. And you want to make good choices so you can get the most out of your chickens. So, start with, I feed my hens, and they're all laying hens because you will feed them different things when they're younger. But I feed my hens a high protein pellet. That's the primary source of the feed. I also mix in some poultry grit, which you don't have to buy poultry grit. You can actually use, there's some other options like sharp sand, works great for grit. I also provide them oyster shell, which another option besides oyster shell is your own eggshells. Now there's a specific way you have to do your eggshells so that they will not see that they're actually eggshells, because if they ever learn how good those fresh tasting eggs are, they'll actually eat them themselves. So you got to be careful if you use your own eggshells, but you can do it and save yourself some money. I'll do that in a separate video on how to do that. And then last but not least, this thing is a game changer. This is diatomaceous earth, and I bought the food grade quantity because I do have little people here. Sometimes they touch things that they shouldn't be touching and put in their mouth, and just in case they get into the system, it is food grade. Now, diatomaceous earth will actually worm your chickens for you. It'll keep them clean, and if you have that in their feed, then their eggs will come out nice and pretty without any fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, on the eggs. So, what I do is the base of their feed is these pellets, and I do have a self-feeder where I can actually feed them once a week, once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks, because I don't want to spend a lot of time doing it. So the base of their feed is, excuse me, I picked up this earth blew off, is these pellets, and then you want to add in this is about a quarter of a cup, maybe half of a cup of grit straight into it. You want to add in same amount of oyster shell. Got my sidekick spreading it for me. And this last one, sidekick let me spread it. And then you want to add in just a pinch, bear with me, I'm doing this one-handed, a pinch of diatomaceous earth.
Can I spread that?
No, let me do this. Sorry, she and I did not rehearse. She's not aware of the plan. Now you want to not breathe in this diatomaceous earth because it will hurt your lungs. You just take it, mix it into your food. A little ladle like my wife got for me. Yeah, I lost the previous implement I was using. This makes it really easy. Reach down and scoop things from the bottom. So why do all this? Why go to all this trouble? You could just give them pellets, it's true. And I was doing that for a while. But then I started having issues where one day they just stopped laying. And the reason why is because they had developed worms, bacteria inside them, which don't lay anymore. Once I switched to this mixture, they went back to their original laying levels. Now on 6 chickens, I get an average of 5 eggs a day. Some days I get 6, some days I get 7, 8 eggs a day. If you do a little research, you will see that getting that many eggs on 6 chickens is above average. Normally on average you'll get 1 egg every 2 days, or if you're doing pure math, about a half egg a day. So on 6 chickens, I should be averaging 3 eggs a day. I'm actually averaging 5.5 eggs a day. Well above average, high quality eggs. So these you can get at a local feed store. You can get them online. You can get some of this stuff at Tractor Supply, a few other places. But I recommend a mixture, again, of high protein pellets, some grit, some oyster shell, or you can do some of the egg shells if you prepare it right, and diatomaceous earth, and you will get high quality eggs at a high rate that's still healthy for your chickens. All right, y'all. I've gone a little bit over my time what I wanted to, and I'm sure I'll hear from my wife about how I'm being long-winded. So y'all have a great day. Make the most of your day, and be safe out there.